Hi, this is the Cat's Library. I'll be your librarian today. I told you this would be out soon. Isn't it nice to get back to these? Instead of taking over 11 hours to draw like the last video, this took me 2.5 hours. It's much shorter, so I can write the script and edit the footage much faster. All of these videos tend to have pretty good views, except for the one on cranes. I should probably do this more often, especially since I'm falling behind on my goal to finish these by the end of the year. So now it is time to engage! This photo was of a Jose's frog by Thai's National Parks. This species of frog is native to Southeast Asia. I'm going to assume that everyone knows what a frog is, so I'm not going to explain them. Now on for the drawing. This was a very simple creature. The background was minimal and the frog was at an easy angle. There was only one texture to get right, and the whole image was mostly greens, browns, and golds. One of the difficult parts was getting the proportions right, since I am more used to drawing mammals with a neck and didn't know where to put the head or how much of the legs needed to stand out against the body. This was easily fixed since I've had this as a problem before and am getting better at mitigating it with animal drawings. The other issue was that I had trouble getting the texture right. I haven't really experimented with texture before I decided I wanted to do this series, and before this, the two textures I knew how to do were smooth and sort of shiny and fluffy. This frog was shiny, but it also had light grooves on its skin, which I tried a few different ways to get right. Once I did that, I made the whole animal darker and less saturated than I wanted, and so I had to add more layers to remedy this. There were a few different types of gradient this drawing needed because some areas needed noticeable if blurry lines between the disparate colors, and others needed it to be completely seamless, and others still had a multitude of different in-betweens. For some reason, I had trouble wrapping my mind around those brown markings for a while, but in the end, I think it turned out pretty good. The background were similar base colors to the frog, and so I really needed to work on my tones in order for the frog to stand out against the background. Since I'm planning on redesigning the characters from the Frog Prince sometime in the future, I'm going to tell a very similar fairy tale called The Frog Princess. The main guy characters in Russian fairy tales are all called Ivan, which is sort of like calling a guy Prince Charming. I'm gonna call him Prince Dudebro because I'm trying to be more entertaining. Prince Dudebro had 2 brothers and a really weird dad. His dad asked all his sons to go into a field and shoot an arrow to find a wife. The first 2 brothers shot their arrows into a noblewoman and a merchant's daughter's courtyards, respectively. Prince Dudebro was a terrible shot, though, and ended up with his arrow deep in the woods. When he got there, he found his arrow in a frog's mouth. "Hi," Dudebro said. "Congratulations on your upcoming marriage." "Thank you?"
"To me."
What did you say, Miss Frog?"
I
said, "Congratulations on your upcoming marriage to me. I did catch your arrow, did I not?"
I'm not sure if we could find a priest who would be chill with that, but what if? Let's do it, I guess.
And so they were all married. But Dudebro's brothers and sisters-in-law were in hysterics over Froggy. So the king made a series of challenges to show which lady was the best. First, he asked them to sew a shirt. That night, Froggy shed her skin and turned back to Vasilisa the Wise, and she sewed the shirt. Out of all the shirts, hers was the best, as it was lovingly embroidered with silver and gold. Everyone just accepted that Froggy was magic. Next, the king asked for them to make bread. The other 2 wives decided to watch Froggy to see how she did it. She knew that they were watching and did everything wrong, so that the other 2 burnt the bread, and Froggy made something worthy of the Great British Bake Off final winner. The next day, the king had a party to serve the bread and to show off his new shirt. Prince Dudebro went alone at first, but Vasilisa the Wise showed up later, and everyone knew who she was and went along with it for some reason. She was the pinnacle of grace and sophistication. During dinner, she poured water down one sleeve and swan bones down the other. As she and Prince Dudebro danced, she poured out the water into the yard and it became a lake, and the bones became living swans. The other two wives tried to do that, but just ended up making a mess. So the king sent them to their rooms. And then Dudebro went home and burned the frog skin, so Vasilisa had to leave, and Dudebro went on a quest to kill the one guy with the help of multiple non-frog animals, and so Vasilisa was freed and they all lived happily ever after. So here's the end of the video. If you haven't seen the other alphabetical animal videos, now would be a good time to catch up with them. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, watch the new videos when they come out, watch the old videos again, tell your friends, enemies, and Talking Frog Wife. Goodbye!